Hey everybody, it's Chantel, aka Chantel the Boss. So we are wrapping up tax season. We still have a little more taxes to get done, but all personal taxes should have been in by April 18th. Now, the biggest thing I saw with taxes this year is everyone is filling out the W-4 incorrectly. And I'm going to show you guys how to fill it out correctly without you owing or getting some type of refund for next year. First, when you fill out a W-4, everybody gets a W-4 when they actually start employment. This is how much the government knows how much to take out of your tax return. For my single people, make sure you're filling out this correctly. Even if you have a child, but you're not claiming that child on your tax return, you need to fill it out as if you're being single. Why? Because the IRS, if you put a dependent of one on your W-4, but you don't have a dependent of one on your tax return, the government is saying basically all year we took out taxes based on a family of two, you and your child. Now, when you file your return, you only have yourself, which is a family of one. So now the IRS is saying, hey, we want our money back that we gave you all year because you told us when you started that job, you were a family of two and now you're a family of one. So for my single people, make sure when you're filling out your W-4, you're only filling out section 1 and section 5. So section 5 is just your signature and section 1 is just your name, address, and your social security number and things like that. Do not fill out steps 3, 2, 3, or 4, okay? For my people with children, you fill out section 1, 3, and 5. So when you're filling out the section that says for dependents, for every dependent, you need to times it by 2,000 if you're making under $200,000. So make sure that you're claiming the same kids on the W-4 you're claiming on your tax return. Otherwise, the government is going to say, hey, we took out money based on what you said on the W-4. But when you file your taxes, you have less kids on the taxes. So we need to make sure we're doing that. So if you feel like you filled out your W-4 wrong, we are in April now. Go back and change it or even ask your employer to review it. Because most of the people I seen, about 85% of my clients have been filling out the W-4 wrong. So let's do an example. So say you're single with no dependents and you're not claiming any dependents. Say you made $25,000. On average, the government is supposed to take out 10 to 12% based on that 30,000. Now, if box 2 is not at least 10 to 12% of box 1, you are going to owe the IRS. So say if you made 30,000, if it was 10% and you gave the government 3,500, now the government is saying, hey, we owe you 500. So that's why it's called a refund. Everyone has this speculation, or everybody has the idea like, I paid taxes, I'm going to get the money back that I paid all year. That's not necessarily true. You do have to pay taxes. The government is going to refund you the amount based on if you overpay them or not. Now, say if you broke even, but you had kids, your kids are going to add different credits. Your kids are going to give you the earned income credit for each additional kid. So if you have any questions on how to fill out your W-4 or you seeing that your returns are lower than they usually are, contact us at 786-660-1539. You can put 10 dependents on your W-4 and the government won't take out any federal taxes. But when you file your taxes, the government is going to say, hey, you don't have 10 dependents. We want all our money back. So you could either get your money all year and then owe the government in one lump sum at the end, or you could get that, say you owe the government $3,000. Change your dependents, change your W-4 where you could pay the government throughout the year and stop paying on one lump sum. So that's my tax advice for today. I hope we help somebody.